Hi kids! Guess who's back? What are we in today? Cast in place foundation with the little boogers on it. Yeah, boogers. When someone attacks a concrete wall with a coating or a skim, what that does is it locks the moisture in the wall, and I can feel it now. So what back in the day, I'm a dinosaur. I've been doing this since '88. So when we started cutting stuff out and doing things to concrete like that, a lot of times there was a bleeder put in them, which is like a hose, and hydraulic cement was to put in, and you were to make a reverse V and then put the hose in and then put the hydraulic cement over it and let it leak below the floor. Yeah, it doesn't work. It does for a minute. But then you start to get organic material in the wall, mud, things that naturally occur. And that starts to make the dynamic of fixing a cast-in-place foundation poured concrete. We can see the river rock right there. You see what it does? It starts to deteriorate the wall. This is frightening, to say the least, for a homeowner. And I'm in an individual's house. It's not only with one of the premier realtors, and I'm not kissing because I'm not going to say names, but they know. And they lead with integrity, and they do things sticking their chin out based on truths. So that's what this is about, is y'all understanding that bad things happen to good people sometimes, but that's a lot of times how we learn. So today we're going to learn about a beautifully finished basement with nice wainscot that was up. But it takes a minute for something like this to happen to wood, doesn't it? It sure does. So there was some pretty ugliness going on with this house in the sense that somebody wasn't forthwith. In this world, we own nothing. Nothing. You might think you do, but when you die, there'll be people picking through your stuff. I don't care how good your trust is. You ain't taking it with you. So your legacy to the house is your name, is your bond, and if it is something, then it is. Things aren't perfect in this world. This gentleman kind of thought, oh, I'm in for it big. And when I saw the picture of it, I kind of thought, yeah, this isn't so good. But guess what? It's just a wall crack. The house did have issues. Now, as I move away from the debris field, and when you put something up on the wall and it gets captured in there forever and ever, it's just reality. So the mud started to build up. They actually might have had a worm come in. It happens. So as we come over here and we take a look at the beam, this house actually had wood at one time, and they've reset it with metal. This even has a metal shim in it because of how it's sitting. So we did a perimeter walk on the house, and the good news is the house is just banging, working very, very well. The gutters are the issue. And what do I talk about? Landscape. Pitch of concrete towards the house, downspout and gutters away from the house. The gutters are our why. I'm about to have Why Wednesdays coming up, to where we can ask questions and be able to take care of things on Wednesdays, because you need to know why I'm coming to your house. And it may not be the reason you think. I came to this house thinking, oh, well, it's happening. Let's see where it's isolated to. My initial idea was this could have been bad. And it just is what it is. Now, when I stick the finger in the dike, we've got some issues with injecting this and getting it fixed because we've got to flush it out and clean it, but it's doable. Worst case scenario would be we dig it out from the outside, which would be the positive side, then apply a membrane. Now, carbon fiber and things of that nature is not appropriate for this house because the concrete's older. It's been a little bit hurt a little bit, so we have to make sure that we have flexibility. Houses have nominal movement, and when you start to tighten them up too much, it can cause problems. So we'll watch this, and if something different has to happen, we will, but that movement all happened quite a bit ago. We do have a slight horizontal on the front wall, but it looks like it's been skim coated. So it's showing through, but no activity, and that's where the porch is. So at the end of the day, sometimes it can look horrific, and it's just because somebody kind of went at it with the wrong approach. So till next time, we appreciate everybody watching. This is Steven with Waterproof Solutions.